Welcome back to Kevin's European Garage, and today is part 3 of my suspension saga while I'm trying to figure out the rattle on this car. Okay, so the plan for today is I'm going to disconnect the sway bars. It's something that I should have done last time, but I had to bring the car to get inspected. And like I said, the inspection failed. So I'm also going to try to fix that today by putting in the new switch for the transmission reverse light. So hopefully that will take care of my problem where my lights don't light up anymore. And I'm going to disconnect the sway bars on this and go for a drive, and we'll see what happens. You know, hopefully, maybe, I guess that's the last thing I can try on this. Other than that, I don't know what's left other than replacing new parts that I've already replaced before, like those front control links. I mean, I guess I can take the front ones and put them in the back and see what happens. I don't know. Who knows? So, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the reverse switch, and this is the new one. They're pretty cheap. They're like $12. You can get them from like multiple places. So I just picked up one that was $12. I mean, it's just a reverse switch. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be a factory Porsche one to do the job. So I'm going to put this in first and just double check to make sure my reverse lights work. And then we'll disconnect the sway bars and go from there. Okay, so the reverse switch is up over in here. In order to get to it, I'm gonna remove this cover. And I already got the screw on the one side done. Just gotta take these two off over here. There's one on each side. And then I got the one main clip right in front over here. All right, and now with this thing down, I think we got just enough room to get up in there. So that is where the reverse switch is. And let's take the harness off. All right, so if I wanted to test it out, what I could do is take like a paper clip or something like that and just put it in there and jump these two together. And this should light up my reverse light right over here. If it doesn't, well then I know I got a problem somewhere else. But I'm pretty sure that this is the problem. I'm just gonna get a paper clip and jump these two together and check out the lights. Here's what I actually have a paper clip. Got a little something else. Let's see if I can do this. Fortunately, I can't get both hands on it. Get back in there. All right, stay. All right, with that jumped together, I should have the reverse lights. And yeah, I got reverse lights. I'll just take that panel off. It just makes it so much easier. I didn't really have very good reach. So now, just take this thing off. 19mm wrench. Yeah, a little suction in there. All right, so this is shot. You can see they pretty much look identical. The thread height is what really matters, and that looks good. So we're gonna put this in. Get a little jumper out. And it's tight. So now we'll put the harness back on. All right, that's in. Just double check one last time to make sure that with this thing in, that this thing works. And then I can button this up, and then I can disconnect my sway bar links. Okay, so I got reverse lights. So now the next thing I'm gonna do is button that thing back up, put that panel back up, and then go disconnect these front sway bar links, and then we'll go for a drive. All right, so let's take off these sway bar links. It's 17 to hold this, and then you got a 15 to loosen up that nut. Well, one down, one more to go. All right, put the wheels on, let's go. Alright, so it's time for a test drive. I got the sway bar disconnected up front, and hopefully it'd be pretty nice if the sun actually finally goes away, which would be pretty crazy because those are new links and new bushings. Luckily enough, if it definitely turns out to be the links, I actually bought them through FCP Euro, so they have that return policy, so I should be sitting pretty good with that. So hopefully that's the case, and yeah, well, I guess we'll see what happens. So far nothing, but I haven't really hit any two major bumps or anything like that yet, so I've got nothing. So just keep on driving, and you know, you get a usual route that I drive, and it definitely makes some noise, you know, on that route. So let's see what happens. It's there. It didn't go away. It's there, and it's definitely the it's definitely that right front. It is definitely there. I just don't have a clue what it could possibly be. Yeah, there it goes again, and another one again. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'll try swapping those control wings from one side to the other. Maybe that will make a difference. If it moves from one side to the other, then I definitely have my answer. But as of right now, the sway bar links are definitely not it. Well, that wasn't too successful, so I think now the next thing I'm going to do with this car is to move the controlling from one side to the other, then move the actual strut from one side to the other and swap them. I think that's kind of it, at least from that side. Right now, I can't figure out, just by doing what I'm doing, what's making the noise happen in the front over there. I got to start moving things around a little bit, and so that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, so I got her assuming the position. Unfortunately, it seems like I'm spending more time up in the air than on the ground. All right, I'm back into my usual spot, and we're going to take this thing out here. Just going to slap this one from one side to the other. I'm not even do anything with the brake ducts. I'm just going to take them off. Alright, one down. Luckily enough, these things come in and out pretty easy. Let's see if I feel anything on this. You know, I mean, this thing just I mean, it feels really tight. All right, so I got both of the front control arm links. These are both brand new. Not that long ago, maybe 1,500 miles at most. And when I put them in here, they still feel really tight. I mean, there's just no play. I mean, I checked them on the car too. I pried on them and everything. There's nothing in the car. I mean, there's just nothing here. I mean, I know it's not the same as prying it on the car, but I don't feel anything. But I think I may have found the problem. So I'm gonna put this thing back together, get my sway bar links back on, and then where I'll show you what I think the problem is. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear this, but when I shake the car, There's something rattling around in there. I don't know where it is, but I've heard about a ball in the fuel pump rattling. If this is what my whole problem was this whole time, I think I said it in the last video, I've heard about it. But I've done this before. I've never really heard anything, and the only thing I did hear once was a little something coming from the jack stand. But, you know, nothing too crazy. Like, but right here, if I just shake it like this, there is definitely something rattling in there. So what you see here is a fuel pump. And normally, what the fuel pump is supposed to do is it's supposed to pump fuel. It's not supposed to do this. That is the sound of the ball inside the fuel pump making noise and rattling every single time I go over a bump. This thing rattles all over the place, causing all sorts of trouble. So now what I need to do is pull the fuel pump out, and I will take it apart. We'll look at the ball that's rattling inside there. That just kind of gives you an idea of what it sounds like and how it's been driving me nuts for quite some time now. Always thinking that was suspension, constantly changing parts and trying to fix this problem, but obviously that wasn't the problem. It's a fuel pump, something inside there. So the next video is going to be taking that thing out and figuring out what the problem is and replacing it. So today I am done. So thanks for watching me with this video over here. Try to chase down my suspension rattle, which actually isn't a suspension rattle. So until the next video, I'll see you soon.